All right, guys. So the government reported that Jamaica has recorded its first death from the coronavirus. He is a 79-year-old male from Clarendon with a travel history to New York. He was known to have had diabetes and hypertension. However, the man's son is contesting that it was not the virus that killed his father. Have you been listening to the news and hearing all of this contention?
I mean, I saw it on Twitter. So I didn't really need to listen. I saw the whole thing unfolding on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
So, it kind of baffles me though.
What? What about it baffles
That
you?
the son is taking issue with the announcement that is.
You know why? Because it's the stigma that is attached to it.
Okay.
You know, everybody who, the other day, there was a case of a man being beaten in a bus in Westmoreland because he sneezed.
Allegedly.
So,
it's I don't understand what's happening right now. Well, actually, I do. People are afraid, people are scared, and when you're scared, you do scared things. People can't cough anymore.
No.
People can't sneeze anymore.
You can't have a cold.
Yeah.
You can't have a regular flu.
Things that are, and we're in flu season. So things that happen to the body naturally, because when you sneeze, your body is dispelling,
Right.
bacteria. Yeah, because your body is responding to, whatever is inside that doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
But now that this thing is happening, this COVID-19, everybody's on edge.
So I can understand why the gentleman probably doesn't want to admit, for need of a better word, that is the diagnosis that was given.
Or accept it.
Or accept it. Because that kind of stigma is going to be attached. Because Jamaican people will not understand, say, look, it's not the flu. Mind you, let's not trivialize it, it's not the flu. But it is a virus that you're going to catch if you catch it. And then that's it. Let's hope. Yeah. But we can't be doing that to people.
It's just because people don't know, and when you don't know, you're scared. And I understand that you're scared, but you have to be mindful of everybody else. Think about your brother, think about your sister. I'm talking about in a Jamaican sense.
Yeah.
We're all in this together. It's not. It won't spare anybody, right? It won't spare anybody. People say it affects all the elderly people with underlying condition mostly, but I think everyone has to play their part.
Of course, because if you're not somebody who has it, you're definitely a carrier. Just work with everybody you know as a carrier. That's why Dwayne's still all the way over there.
I'm not that far from it though.
Yeah, man, you're far enough. Move.
All right, so next story. Italy has been one of the hardest hit countries in the world since the coronavirus first began to spread and passed a grim milestone on Thursday. It announced that deaths from the virus had soared to 3,405, outstripping the toll in China, where the virus first hit. With the crisis mounting, Italy is increasingly turning to its military for help. It's my issue now with what I've read, and again, what you read isn't always so. Italy, they say, have been very lax in their attempt to contain this virus.
Because initially that's not what they were trying to do. They were just trying to give everybody herd immunity.
Yeah.
So it just turned the wrong way,
And so some Chinese officials who went to help, they said the people are still walking around in the streets. There's no area for quarantine. It's out there. People are still going about their lives as if it's normal, And
but that's not just Italy, though.
No, yeah, but Italy since the coronavirus hit outside of China has been hardest hit. And it's not just Italy, but they're feeling it the most right now because in a couple of days, and I said days because
they're still soared.
It's soared significantly. But you say it's not just Italy. I can think about two more countries who they're in for the long haul because when the tests, because they start mass testing in the US and the UK, it's going to come back with some massive numbers.
Yeah, I'm praying though and hoping that everybody takes heed and realizes that this thing is not a joke. A party is nowhere to be. Things that are non-essential are non-essential. And I know a lot of people are upset with me because I keep saying it on social media. I know a lot of people are going to be upset with me because I haven't been to do my nails or my lashes or stuff like that. But hey, I saw the thing go. Sometime you have to take one for the team.
Yeah.
All right, next up. This topic is just starting off sad. The woman who was identified as a person of interest in the murder of businessman Roger Chang has turned herself into the police. Khadija Didi Mackenzie, as she's known, who hails from a St. Andrew address, turned herself into detectives assigned to the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch in St. Elizabeth. The fact that she turned herself in is not the negative. The negative is that amidst all of this madness, we still have not learned that we need to band together and Lego the violence and the crime. Me can't understand it.
I mean,
For the first 2 days, nothing. Everybody sees and second car, everybody frightened. And then all of a sudden, it's like boredom reach them and them don't know what else to do with themselves. And I can't understand it.
and I'm glad you brought up that point about boredom. I was on my way to work, I think it was Wednesday this week, and I was passing through a community. Every day when I pass through the community, it's normally quiet, relatively quiet. There's no problem because there's a Zozo right next to the community. But Wednesday I was on my way to work, or was it Thursday? Thursday I was on my way to work, and I saw a bunch of people in the road. One of them said, "Wow," them said, "Them a war down there." So I said, "Why?" Them said, "I don't know."
Oh
People just
my
a fling stone.
gosh.
And this will happen, when people don't really have their daily routine, and something new has come up, them not gonna know what to do with themselves. Like it's so scary about the possibilities of what might happen when you're not occupied.
Yeah, the devil makes work for idle hands.
Yeah. So I don't know.
We're going to try and give you some ideas of things to do, though. We're not going to let you flounder, guys. We got you, and if you're smart, you'll be up watching Weekend Smile right now.
The next one, the man who was listed as a person of interest in the disappearance of US student Jasmine Dean is now in custody. And this all comes from a picture of him using the ABM card. And I keep emphasizing the power of social media.
Oh, yes.